Hello everyone, welcome to today's video on how do you research a career you don't know about. My name is Vikram Shetty and I'm a director at 73bit. Uh, Technically, I'm a businessman. I have no expertise in the question that was asked to me. And in this video, I'm trying to find way for people to connect to 240 mentors who might know the answer to the question I was asked. I will come to the question that I was asked, but that is the video is about to connect to 240 mentors, especially for the college student. Okay, and so who is this video for? Let me address it. So recently, students who are doing commerce reached out to me. So they don't want to go to the standard career or like the options that are available, namely CA, CS, CFA, or MBA. So they wanted to know what are the alternatives rather than simple, not a simple, but at least if there is any opportunity based on the commerce graduate can do. Now, initially, I thought that I would reach out to expert. I am going to record a video taking advice from a chartered accountant. Is my personal chartered accountant. So definitely we will do that recording. But in the meanwhile, I thought, how can I use the skills that I have? And if I was in the place of the student and with all the knowledge and expertise that I have about doing a research on a particular topic, what would I do? And this video is uh, the result of that. And this is how I would have approached this question. So a student who is in either 11th standard or 12th standard pursued commerce and currently are a bit clueless and don't know what to do next. This video could be a very valuable resource. So my claim here is you may end up making annually a lakh more than what you would have made. I will show you the proof. If stick around by the end of the video, I'll show you the proof how I can claim that. All right. So what will you learn today? So you will learn three things. This is my promise for you for investing 1 hour or 30 minutes of your time. I don't know how long this video will be at the time of recording, but this is what you will get. Firstly, you will get a step-by-step system to gather the information about the career that you have no clue about. So yeah, so that is you will get precisely that, and you don't need any special training. Anyone who has a basic skill of basically watching this video and any skill around social media should be able to do this. I will also demonstrate exactly how you will end up doing it. You don't need a laptop to do this. You can do it with your mobile as well. So a step by step on how you can do this. Uh, Secondly, an idea that will increase your starting salary. This is my claim. One single idea, and the idea on its own will not work. You have to put it inside the system, and that is where the idea will, I think, uh, can give you uh, 1 lakh extra at your starting salary, right? So I'll explain you why that. So that idea you will learn today, and the third one is a set of skills, 5 skills to be precise. That I will by the end of it, I'll show you which are those skills and that can use for the rest of your life. So those are my 3 promises. So if this is something is valuable for you, stick around till the end of the video and you will get this. It's absolutely free. So here are some career options, other options that I've selected. So these are the options that is available. Uh, I did some research on my own, a simple search. So banking, investment trading, project management, e-commerce, human resource, supply chain. So anyone can do this. It's either a Google search and you get this information. But how do you become or how do you take this option as a career. What do you have to study? If there are special exams to be taken? What are the steps, right? And how to do it completely free without reaching out to some experts or paid professionals out there. Nothing against them, they are very good, but if you are someone who cannot afford it, so this is for you who can't afford it, and you have time to invest, and in return you can obtain this career option. This is very simple. A Google search gave me this option. I again went into ChatGPT suggestion as a sideline. Do you want to do research on ChatGPT? You can do, but ChatGPT gave me some interesting option. Performance marketing analyst. Performance marketing is something like, because of the e-commerce has become such a vital in today's day and life. So the marketing inside Amazon or Flipkart is called performance marketing. So there are analysts who are measuring that marketing performance, and that is one of the role that is available. Business development executive is pretty much like a sales kind of a role. You sell products or services, so that is another options. These are high paid jobs, at least in my analysis or my assessment. A risk analyst, content manager is another one, and market research analyst. So these are the options. So this, I did a simple search, but now what goes behind it, how much you will get paid, and all those questions answered. And my system, like not my system, the system that I suggesting here, it is not only it's not the only way to do it, but this is one of the way that I think you can do use it. So here is what I'm suggesting. You have to find mentors on LinkedIn. So that's, I'll give you exactly how to find mentors, what search keyword to use and everything. But this is the system that I will share with you in today's video. Uh, so you might have this couple of questions in your mind as soon as I tell you. So basically, you will find strangers on LinkedIn uh, to help you, give you career advice. In short, for those who don't know LinkedIn, do a Google search and watch maybe a couple of hours of video, and you'll come to know LinkedIn. In short, LinkedIn is a professional network social media. Basically, people are there for business or work related. Primarily, it was created to find jobs. So it is the only professional, most successful social media platform on internet. You have mobile app of it and also web about it. So that's in brief what is LinkedIn. You can do all your research about any particular topic using YouTube or Google, and you will find all the answer. Now, the main question that might come to you: why would a stranger give you an advice, right? Remember, the stranger who is currently either a year or two ahead of you, or maybe 5 or 10 years ahead, they were also stuck during their choice, right? So they might have also been stuck. That is a possibility. So this is their way for like helping students out. So sometimes people who are in the industry like to give advice and at least share their opinion about things, and because it's either someone was stuck or someone might have given them the advice, so it's their way to pay back. And currently not many people are asking for their advice, so that is also one of the reasons that they will choose to give you advice. Not everyone will uh, give you an advice, but there is a high chances, highest probability, I'm 100% confidence that out of 100 people, at least 1 to 5 people will be ready to give you advice. Okay. Second question you might come to, I wonder, why should I listen to their advice? Okay, you should not listen to a single person advice. You might choose to challenge it, but once they give advice, you will have new information. Like someone asked me how to help them out with the career choice. Now, what I've done is I've created a video on how to find the answer, right? Rather than giving them the fish, I'm kind of teaching them how to fish, right? So that's a old proverb. So basically, they can do it on their own and get the advice. So might not need a single advice. So you're not giving a cookie cutter like a direct advice to anybody, but because that's the reason that you have to find mentors. In the heading, if you see, there is the term mentors there, which means that you will reach out to many people, and collectively, if there is any same advice that's you're listening again and again, that is a concrete, uh, not a concrete, but a true and tested, like that's a proven pattern that is been carried out in the industry that you are in. That you should listen. For example, if currently you reach out to anyone in IT, has nothing to do with commerce, but if anyone in information technology or computer science, uh, I would say 9 out of 10 people will give you a career choice to go into artificial intelligence. Like it's a taken, like the way it is booming, and so that's a common pattern. But if 9 out of 10 are telling, there is some, they have some experience which is better than yours. So there is a, that collective advice is something that you can take, because there is multiple source of information that comes. Okay, so you will never take one person advice. You should not take. That's a recommendation. It's your choice if you want to take or not take. But it might so happen that if someone with whom you connect, that person might influence, and their influence, their advice, you might find it very willing to take. So that could be a possibility. So there can be multiple things. So uh, that's something that you have to be cautious about. Okay, what if they mislead me about my career? So if you think that they might mislead you, which is a very rare thing, like they, firstly, they are strangers. So as a human nature, you kind of, you don't know someone, you might not end up misleading them. That's not the nature. And also they are at a certain position in their career, so there is no reason for them to mislead. And that's why the collective decision is where it would help if there is one or two outliers, if it to happen to be. And end of the day, you have to make your own choices. What you're doing is you're gathering information based on which you can make your own decision. Currently you have no clue, like that's your current state. Following this system, you will get more information, you will have some clue, and later on, based on the information that you have and based on the data points that you get, you can make a informed decision. So how do I know if the mentor is good? So there is no litmus test to figure it out. But the only thing that I can say, that if there is a role that you aspire to be, or if you see, I'll come to know about the what role that people might have. Say for example, if there is a role that you like, based on their title, and if that is role that is something that you aspire to be, you want to be become that particular role, then that mentor is good enough for you, because they have taken the path that you wish to take. Like you can follow their footstep and you can reach there maybe faster and with lesser scars and failures, right? So that's, there is always a good enough mentor. uh, don't chase for perfection and all. At least this is my recommendation. That's how I roll. It's up to you, but that would be my suggestion. Who will have time to help, right? So these are busy people. They might be have working experience with 3 years of experience, 10 years. Some might have 25 years of experience. So why will they have time to help you? They will not have time to help you. And exactly that is why you have to be very direct, to the point, and very short, very polite in the way when you ask for help. So that is where it becomes important to follow the system a bit more surgically. Like you have to be very uh, precise and should not tell the whole saga or your story or your background. To be focused on what you want, ask a direct question, get the answer, and move on. So that's why you have to be very use the methods that has been shown. It's not the, as I mentioned, this is not the only method, but if you're choosing the method, it has only a couple of steps. Follow that, and most of the time you should get the answer. Okay, so I hope that's out of the way, why will finding the mentors and why this idea will work for you. I've addressed that. This is one of the quote: if you don't ask, the answer is always no. So if you sit back currently, you're not asking anybody, the answer is no. So finding mentor and asking them is the way. So the first action, for those who don't know about LinkedIn, go do some research about it. After the video ends, this is the first action step that you take. Create a LinkedIn account. If you already have it, add a good profile picture. Most of the students have seen their profile picture, either it's not there or it's very bad. It's very easy in today's day and age. Clean background, any phone, take a good headshot and paste it on or upload it in LinkedIn. So that's the action step that you have to take. So this is not only watching, this is doing talk or doing video. So you are not off the hook. If you simply watch, there is no benefit of watching. It's another. It's better you watch some entertainment. So this is the first step. Uh, so so as I mentioned, I'll give you three things, right? The system, the idea, and the skills. This is the system. So you have to search for the mentors. So the keyword combination that I'm giving you is the college name. Commerce is hard coded currently because this particular question was asked about commerce and the career option. Okay, so here is my college name. It's famous for commerce. So Nagendra Khandwala College plus commerce and banking. So if you see, there is an inverted code so that it searches for the whole word, and that's it. The banking is the career option I've just, if you have recalled, that was the first option I got in my search. So that's the way I decided to do it. If you have other career option, you can search for the terminology, or if you know some terms that interest you, you can replace it there. So this is the first step. The first step is to search for the mentors. Okay, let's do the demo live. Let's do a live demo. So this is, again, I've copied the whole search condition. Then you go ahead and paste it in the search bar here on the top, and you like banking and you hit it. And once you hit it, you might, so here is what the stuff. Once you search, so they will get, like I got 389. So you have to go one by one. So you have to open each one and see. I've done some preliminary one. I have found Roshni here, which is aligned to the question that I was asked. And on page 2, page 3, I have found Harsh. Okay, let's go through what there. So they have done. So this person has done HSC in commerce currently, and then they went to do BMS. Okay, so the reason to pick her up was like she did a BMS. BMS was, I'm not sure it was MBA as popular as MBA. I know BMS since my college time. So this is another popular course that they do. And then they have an experience of an operational analyst. And now she is a senior associate in Morgan Stanley, reputed uh, uh, workplace. Even her start work was JP Morgan, and it could be because she did an MBA. Okay, but then you have to kind of reach out to her, find out if anyone got a job after BMS. So they might have friends, right? So you reach out to, I will tell you that's part 2 how to reach out, but this is how you search. So you have shortlisted. So Roshni has shortlisted. Harsh, also Harsh has done something called as financial market. I didn't know about this course. So bachelor's not in commerce but financial market, and then that person got a job at Oracle and BlackRock. So I'm not sure how they did that, what, so you can talk and learn more about it. Okay, the third one is uh, this lady, and this person has done banking and insurance, BCom in banking and insurance. Then she went into HR, talent acquisition. And so there are multiple paths, there are multiple sub roles, so you can go. So now first objective currently is not to like we have to contact them, but not to talk about the complete thing. We have our objective is to first get a particular field which we want to. So already by one search, you have 3 options. So one is BMS, one is BCom in banking and insurance, BBI or something, and then Bachelor in Finance. So you already have, like, I think it is BFM or something like that, right? So there is already multiple options we got from one search. So firstly, we have to, the first thing currently we are doing is to figure out the options. Okay, I'll tell you that. So that's the first job. So search for the people and shortlist them. Okay, we're not contacting them or anything like that. So this is So you replace the college name and your career option and do this action. This is very important. We'll not reach out to them right now. We'll do it. Now, one thing I've used you can also use your college name so that alumni has a leverage, right? So people, if you reach out to someone who is from your college only, the probability of them responding to you become higher. Okay, that also answers your question why a stranger will talk to you. They will talk to you because you are from the same college. There is a similarity. Okay. Secondly, you will like replace the career option, whatever option that you found that with that term. And just by the generic term also you might end up getting, so maybe you can put some generic terms like marketing, sales or whatever the generic terms, and then that career option will give you a lot of things. So that's it. So this is very simple. You'll find people. You will. I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so this is the first step, searching for your mentors. Okay, now the next step. Now sending a connection request. Now what we do is send the connection request. This is step 2. Okay, and the third one is asking questions. The second one is sending. Let's read. This is a template. So you'll use the exact template. Not try to modify it, not try to do anything. Why you should do that is because you don't know about this. What we are trying to do is we are trying to do a cold outreach, also called known as cold calling, a sales technique, but it applies here. So hi mentor's name. In this case, if it's Harsh or hi Harsh, I'm a student currently in junior college. I see that your current role. So you have to just put their current role. So they feel that it's personalized to them. Okay, it's not a random. I want to connect with you to get some career advice. Straight ask. No talking here and there. Just what you want, you just ask. Okay. I will only ask 5 questions. Tell them like you're telling them like you're asking only 5 questions. You're not putting the question here right now because if they don't are not interested, you don't want to waste their time. And I will take 10 minutes. So you also told them how much time you have to take. So in this whole template, the two parts will change. One is the mentor's name, the other one is the role name. Okay, and last is your name. Your name will change. So all this percentage in between percentage, whatever that piece will change. Now, if you see, these people are busy. So you're only giving them 4 lines to leave. Okay, technically 3 lines. Uh, sorry, technically 5 lines. Sorry, so telling about yourself, telling about their role, and telling your ask. That is career advice. You'll ask 5 questions. It'll take 10 minutes. So they know what are they getting into. Okay, and this is very important. And you will only do this because then you will keep your promise, and that will earn a little bit of credibility for yourself, at least in the terms of, because they have the upper hand, they are giving you advice, so you have to respect their time. Okay, just short, it is yes or no. They know what they are getting into and they can get into it. And once they say yes, okay, then you will connect with them either by chat, ideally by phone, or by email. You have to leave it to them. You cannot make that decision. If they say yes, ask, can I get your phone number? And then you can go back and forth and say whatever their preferred way of communication is. Ideally, phone number is preferred because then you will have someone in the industry whose name and contact you have. Then they are up, at least you have contact to them, right? You can connect with them on WhatsApp, SMS later on. Right now, you will not connect with them, and it opens up possibilities. Anyways, if they connect, the request they are already connected to them on LinkedIn. That is also a good amount of connection. Okay, just hold your horses. Just I'm letting you know what is the options that you are having. Okay, let's do the connection bit. Okay, Harsh, I'll use Harsh. So okay, so when you do here, when you go to the persons, go to more, so you can directly connect. From more, you have an option of connect, and you can directly send a connection, but you have to go to add note. In mobile also it is there, and you have to paste this. Okay, let me just expand it. So here you will put Harsh, his name. I'm not going to send it, I'm just demonstrating. Your current role is, I see that your current role is analyst. Okay, I'm not doing too much of effort. Reason I'm not doing, I'll tell you, because we will send it to too many people, so we cannot do this. So and your name in this case, my Instagram. So I don't want any advice from him. I'm giving you an example so that you can do it. So and you just hit the send button. Okay, that's it. That's how you will connect. In case of Roshni, uh, her current role is senior associate. So I see that you are a senior associate, and that's it. And in case of a talent acquisition specialist, so that's the second message. See, this role name will be normally either on the top, if not, get their latest experience, and on the top they will always mention that this is always have they have to put their everyone has to put their role here. So you get that and you can send it. Okay. Now the third step. Okay, you have connected, either you have their phone number, chat, uh, or email ID, whatever they might send, ask you to reach out to email ID or phone number. Okay, these are the 5 questions you will ask. Okay, this is where the idea also sits in. I'll come to that idea. This is the 5th question, but this is the third step in our system. Like first we search them, second we connect. Once they say yes, we ask them this 5 question. Okay, each question has its own importance. I will tell you why. How does your day at work look like? Okay, so this will give you a feel about their day. Okay, and when you talk to multiple people for the same role, you'll end up uh, learning more about what are the same work, because you might there will be some special people who might be doing some other kind of work. Not everyone will be doing, but you will, at the end of it, you will find at least 60% people who will have similar day. That means you have to understand, that is important, because that is the day that your life will end up into. So that's something you have to understand before you go into that role, right? So you have to understand if you like it or not. Second question is, what is the best part of your job? This is the pro. There is always a pro and cons of any work, right? This is the positive of that job. And if someone has still like, no, nothing is best part, like it's a job, then that's a red flag, right? Like at least you will spend most part of your life doing that job. So at least should have something that is good for you. Okay. Second is, which part of your job do you hate? Okay. This is very interesting because this is very cons, and then you have to figure out like some, for example, some people are not so, especially in the commerce side, could be. I mean, this is a general bias, I can say. Some people don't like working on computer on Excel or something, for example, just as an example. So they may say that I hate job. But if you are someone who are computer savvy, you are young, and you think, okay, Excel I can handle, then that means their cons becomes your uh, good part, right? Like the thing, if they hate is that much, that is your, and if they say they hate their bosses, that you can't help. That it depends. There is a lot of other. That's a topic for some other day. But you understand. So everyone like will give you an answer. So that hate and like you have to take. Fifth one is a very interesting question. A fourth one is a very interesting, very crucial also. Okay. So knowing what you know now, would you choose the same career? So you're asking the mentor, like now they know what their job is. Will they still choose the same career? Like for example, if someone asks me, knowing what I know now, will I do IT again? Of course I will do. I mean, any time of the day, like it has. I like this profession very much. So if they are so excited in saying, that means okay, that means the people are like, like they're, if they say no, then you have to like there is a follow up here, right? If they say no, it's a natural follow up. This or no, then you ask them which career option would you have chosen. Okay, because then that becomes something that you look for, like something that you think about. Okay, fifth question is where you will make the most money. I will tell you why it will make you the most money. You will ask what could be a good monthly salary. You will ask them. right? Good monthly starting salary. Okay, this is the very question, and the reason you should ask is because you will ask different role type or different job title. You have to figure out if there is any particular role type have a higher starting salary, and when you have a higher starting salary, your growth in career also automatically grows higher, like, right? So that is why it is important. In the this idea, I'll tell you how you will monetize it in the system. Okay, so this is a three-part system. This is the steps of the system. That's it. The system, and you just record it. Okay, you don't know, you do nothing. Just repeat it with multiple people. Only thing is that. Okay, this is how you will put this whole three steps into action. So we'll do this 1 hour a day. Okay, so daily 30 minutes you will do search and connect. So that template message is there. So first two steps, these are the least time consuming. You'll do that. LinkedIn only allows 100 requests per week, so you don't get too ambitious. You start slowly, and slowly it will allow you to reach more, because otherwise it will block you. Okay, then you have nothing to do. So rather than that, you kind of search most people and keep your searching going on, and maybe that later the 30 next 30 minutes you can do in a month or in 15 days also. But the structure is daily 30 minutes, then you will either speak or chat with the mentors. Okay, so all that 5 question, each 5 question might take 10 minutes if you're on phone, but if you're on chat or email, you send one question by one question, or in chat you send one question by one question. In email you send all the 5 question at once, let them reply at their own convenience. Okay, while on the phone, or in chat and email, you will have a written copy, but while on the phone, take notes. Okay, take as much notes, take notes on book and pen, and you can note it and get clarification or anything. Okay, so this is what you do. So basically what we are doing is 25 hours per month you will invest, 1 hour per day. Sundays, let's take rest, but rest of the day you will do for 25 hours, and you do it for 10 months. I know in a year we have 12 months, but some months you will have either vacation or there are exams going on and so forth, so you might not be able to do it for 12 months. So keeping that in mind, approximately 10 hours, that gives you 250 hours. Okay, and that's equivalent to one full month's job. Okay, full 1 month job. I'll tell you how. So normally, there is a 8 hour working day, 1 hour to go to the office, 1 hour coming back. So 10 hours a day you end up working. You work for 25 days. That is 1 month. So what we are doing, we're distributing your month's work to the whole year. Okay, and let's consider 25,000 as a starting salary for a commerce graduate. I'm not sure if it is right or wrong, but I'm taking it as an example. If it is wrong, increase the amount and do the math yourself, but this is what I'm trying. So consider your hourly rate is 100 rupees. So every hour you invest, you are investing 100 rupees. Okay. And the reason I'm doing this calculation, I'm showing you in later on how you will earn 1 lakh rupees with this calculation or any other calculation that you have. So this is what you will invest. So basically what I'm asking you to invest is 1 month of full-time job, but you will distribute it over multiple months. So you can pick and choose. If you're having slow months, you can do 2 hours per day, talk to more people and all. You can manage. This is, I'm giving you a framework. You can modify it as per. So that's the system. That's the first part of it. So I've given you main part, the system, and one idea. Okay, that idea I need to still explain, but I've given you the idea of that last question. You have to ask that question, what would be the starting salary or in this role, ideally, generally. Okay, you'll get an average, you will not get an exact. They might give you a range or anything, but that is very important for you to take note, make notes of it, take as much notes as you can. Okay, here is the another action step. Now pause, copy the link of this and share it with your 5 friends right away. Don't think, just do it. And ask them one idea they like and one idea they dislike. Okay, the reason you're doing is that when you study in group, this is also a kind of study, and when you study in group, you will learn a little more. Okay, and that's that's how you kind of helps to figure out, learn better, or at least they might see something that you might not see, or you saw something incorrectly interpreted in there. So it's important. Do it for with five friends, because four of them will never see the video. At least one who will see will reply you back. So that's the only reason to give it to five. So do these actions right now. I hope. Take a pause. I'll come back. I'll be there. All right. Welcome back. I hope you have done that. If not, do it right now. Okay, bonus step. If you one lesson you learned till now, which was like it was new to you, okay, go to the comment of it and leave a comment right now. Just leave a comment, one thing that you like, because once you write something that you learn, it kind of sticks back to you. And this is with the experience I'm telling. Go write in the comment, and it will also kind of help me to spread this video as well. So definitely, but it will also think about what you will get about from it. What lesson did you learn? All right, the 5 hours. So I- I've explained this in very short, the system till now, but there will be some questions, some doubt, or some situations that either you are thinking right now, or something that you might face when you start working it. I want to address at least five of them. There might be many, but at least addressing this five will help you complete. The objective is to complete this system and reach to 240 mentors, right? Talk to 240, at least talk to 240 mentors, okay? So the first is the recommendation, second is the results, third is the rejection, a big one, fourth is the reward, and the fifth is remarkable, okay? The difference between result and reward is a result could be measurable in terms of, let's say you have a maths exam, so the number of problems, math problems you solve is the result. You can measure it as a result in the way like you can set a target and achieve that result, right? Like today, like you have 1 month to the exam, each day you will solve 10 math problem and you can measure it, and you will see the result at the end of it. You are able to solve whatever 13 to 10 is 300 in a month, you can solve based on that result. And after that you go and give the exam, you score good marks in examination. That's the reward of the result. Okay, the work you put up is you can measure the result, and you can get the reward. And result are sometimes directly or indirectly associated with it. Okay, sometimes the exam has some other questions, or that question is not that you didn't practice, you might not score so that much. So it all depends, but that is the difference, key difference. Last one is remarkable is how you can take this whole idea and kind of go beyond, above and beyond, and get some results. So those are the 5 hours I want to address shortly, so that you get some more support and advice to do this. Okay, the first one is recommendation. Okay, so if you do the math, uh, the idea is to reach to the 240 mentors, right? So if you do the math, if you divide like 40, right? So you will the first 40. So if you do the math, 40 divided by 240 is somewhere around 6 batches. You will have 6 batches of 40 people. Okay, so the first 40 you must reach out to different roles. Okay, like I showed you. So try to find as much different roles that you can find. Every role should be different. So you speak to 40 members, so that you get a good spread and you get an idea which one is interesting you. And then the remaining you will then have left with 5 batches of 40. Then the remaining 40 you have to reach out to the same role. Same role means their education is same, their master, bachelor's or master is same, and their current job role is same. That you have to figure out by their role type, their the kind of industry that they are in, the kind of keywords that they have put. So this will be a bit difficult, but you have to search. That's why it's an efforts game. The 30 minutes is given to them to search. The reason the 40 mentors should be same is that when you ask that 5 question, you will get similar answer. Otherwise, the research will not give you patterns. So that there If it gives you pattern, then only you can make an informed decision. The thing we don't want to get confused by too many options. What do you want to? We want to streamline and focus on one particular role and try to get as much information as possible so that we can understand the pattern in it and take an informed decision. Okay, so that the next 40 mentors you have to figure out in the same role. Okay. Now, once they give an advice, either in written form or you have taken notes, you read them again and again to find any good point. So every day when you before you talking, read some of the previous answers so that you can make better sense of it. And this is the last bit. If some mentors be like will be very helpful and they will kind of take it slow, you will feel more comfortable talking to them. And if you think that the mentor is very supportive, very helpful, then only to them ask if you can follow up with them in a month's time, maybe 3 months time. Okay, and take that help. If they say yes, instead of month, I think ask for 3 months time because you will be busy finding other mentors during that. Okay, so this is the whole idea. So this is the recommendation. Wait a sec. Okay, so I'm just going back. The reason I'm like, we are doing this for 10 months, right? So every month you will do this. And so every day you will do this. So this is the target, the 40, 40, and you will reach to 40. Okay. So many receive advice, only the wise profit from it. I'm giving this quote out because this advice can be a bit heavy, but if you can make use of it, you can profit. Now the result. This is important for Brega so that it makes sense. So you will pick up 5 specific roles. So I mentioned the first 40 will be different role. Then you pick 5 specific role from the 40 role, and then every week you will have 100 mentors per week you can send. You will talk to 5 to 6. That means you will talk to 20 to 240 mentors per month. Okay, so basically and yearly you will speak to 200 to 40. So you might end up only speaking to 4 roles or maybe 5 roles. It all depends. Sometimes you might only end up speaking with 3 roles. That's completely fine. But the important thing is that once you decide one role, you like here if we go with this calculation, the first 20 if you reach out to in month, the month 2 only you will complete the 40. So once you complete the 40 people in one more 40 mentors in one role, then only you move to second role. This result is important. This is the math work. This is the work that you have to keep, and they have to keep on measuring it also. Okay, so only once you do that, then only you move, because the most important thing is uh, to reach 40 people of the same role. Then only you will get value out of this whole exercise. That's the crux. As I said, what get measured gets improved. So once you do the same thing again and again and you keep measuring it, it will keep on getting improved. Okay. Firstly, also you don't want to, if you are in India, you don't have to talk to someone in Mumbai only or in a particular city like Delhi only. You can talk to anyone in any other city also. The LinkedIn gives, like our search result gave us 300 options. So you can figure out other company. If your search is, you're done with your search, change the college name with some other college, right? So you'll find some other college name in your vicinity, or in some other college name from some other uh, city. If not, then in the first result, you will find some company names. So you can search for that role name in that company. You will find some other people. So once you start getting, you will can use multiple permutation combination. If you get stuck at any point in time, at the end of this video, I've given my my Twitter handle. You can reach out to me. I will answer you any of your question only if you have taken all action steps. Multiple action steps to be taken. You show me the proof that you have taken action step. I will answer you. I'll give you the keywords. I'll tell you. I'll get you unstuck if you are stuck anywhere. Okay. This is very important. Uh, Rejections. Okay. Uh, Again, coming back to every month when you keep on doing it, you will get better. Don't get scared right now. It'll come, because rejection, you'll get more scared. I'm just telling you. But every month you do, you will come better and better. Coming back to rejection. So you'll get used to your no. Like out of 100 people, 95 people will say no. That's okay. Like any job, you will start making mistake. You will send a wrong message to someone. You will uh, talk some words which are not professionals, or you will end up uh, disturbing someone. They will get angry and all this. So mistakes will happen. Learn from it and move on. Don't repeat it. Okay. Someone will even end up scolding you in one of the call. Okay. Just hang it up. Okay. And also remember that if you have a bad boss at your real job also, they will also scold. So get used to it. Like it might happen. It's not a good cultural thing, but sometimes people lose temper, so that might happen. So this is also an experience. Before even getting a job, you're already getting an experience. Okay. You may get your first mentor very late. So in first 3 months, you are not being able to even connect to one person. That's completely fine because you're still checking your rhythm. The only thing is you have to keep going. Sometimes rejection are in silence, like there is no progress. That means you feel very hopeless. Why am I even doing it? Keep continuing. Complete your 1 month of job, right? You only get paid once you do a month of a job. If you quit in between, you don't get paid. That's the rule. Even if your first job, if you don't end 30 days, you will not get your salary. So the here also you're doing your job of 250 hours. So do that. Hour and day, keep continuing for 250 hours. Make a record, like put a chart or something, or make a note of it and make complete your. Don't quit in between. If you don't enjoy the research process, also don't quit. Just the 3 steps are pretty simple. Just do that verbatim. Just do it. Ask that question. Reply. If you don't get the answer, that's okay. But you have to do your search, connect, ask. You have to keep doing that. Okay. If you do an advice may work for you, and so some advice may work, some advice you will find complete waste. That's okay. But you own the complete process. Okay. Sometimes you don't like the job also, but you just need one job at the end, or you just need one advice or one thing out of all 240 people that might be a very in that might change your career or even start your career. Okay. If you do this for 3-4 months, okay, and you have no result, again, I have my LinkedIn, and if you show me that you have been doing this consistently, you show me all your work, I'll come out and help you out. Okay. So that's completely fine. The only thing is don't quit. It will be tough, but don't quit. Okay. Failure is a step before you succeed. So even the practice, even the best of the best people, they practice in uh, silence or practice in their home. So this is practicing in public, but they practice it so much time, so they become excellent on the first practice, right? They practice it for 100 times, 200 times, and then they become expert. There is not a failure here. It's actually a learning. Okay, but I've kept this quote here for keeping you motivated. Okay, the reward. Now the magic begins. Okay, you have struggled and you have been with me. Listen to this magic. And here also I will share that idea of 1 lakh, how you'll make extra 1 lakh. Right? So let's assume your average starting salary could be 25,000. That's I made that assumption previously also. After investing 250 hours during your college days, that's the whole years. You found a 4-week course. Somebody gave you an advice like if you do this 4-week course online or something, you can get this starting salary of 35,000. Okay, so they are taking graduates and this course and they're taking. Okay, now just this advice, your monthly salary increased by 10,000, and if you do the multiply that annually, it will be 1,20,000. That's an annual increase. Now, if you see a return on investment, let's say, so if someone used to pay for doing all this system work, like all the work that of finding a mentor on LinkedIn, if you've been doing that, you end up somebody has to pay you 25,000, and if you make 120, that's almost 5 times, like 5 times by investing a month of your work. Okay, and on top of that, you also have now a database or a list of contact of 200 to 240 to help you find the next job. Most of them will be your boss also, so that is highly possible. Okay, the system is very simple. Okay, very simple. 1, 2, 3. That's it. It's not easy because you have to do it for 250 times, maybe more, but you have to keep doing it. And that's the not easy part. People quit. And if you quit, then there is a problem in that. A suggestion or a tip that I can give you to not quit is have a accountability buddy, maybe your parent or your friend, and who will keep checking on you every week. What is the progress? So you can show them your results, right? So you result, you are measuring how many mentors you have spoken. So you will have a box or a stats of make a 250 box and give a tick or a cross on each box on a piece of paper, and share that photo with them, or check with them like where are you talking with mentors. And also be true to yourself, have a buddy system, and keep on going. Okay, at least invest the first 20 to 50 hours. If you can't, because end of the day you will be doing job, you will have to do that. So why might as well start today. Now this is remarkable. This is beyond uh, that will give you something above and beyond. Like this is more than 1 lakh. This is even maybe in 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, even a crore. Okay. Hold on. I know I'm going too far here, but just now imagine if you do this in your junior college and you continue to do this, you can still keep doing this in your 3 years of graduation while you're studying, so that you increase your mentors from 250 in from junior to 1000 by the end of the graduation. Imagine if someone has given you an internship while you are a student. Don't ask for it. Don't ask for it. Only imagine if someone is giving, someone is, because we'll become so good at talking and communication and reaching out. People might, there will be people who might connect the dots and might end up giving you some internship. That means you're getting paid while doing it, but don't stop doing it. Okay, keep doing it. You can also have a call every 3 months. I told you, right? If someone is very helpful, you can have a top 10 mentors that you find very nice to connect to. You connect with them, share your progress, ask what's new in the industry, what's any case study to learn, any new projects that you should be aware of, and so on and so forth. You might end up getting some relevant online courses for free. Somebody might give you access to some of the online courses, or let you know like there are free courses on YouTube, or there are few courses on Udemy or some online places that you can access, or you can access via showing that you are a student and all. It's absolutely free. Okay, learn more than 100 new concepts in your aspiring career, right? Like for example, if you are in any field, and what is a risk analyst, what is an analyst does. So there are some terminology in some specific industry that you will keep on learning. So that's above and beyond. And technically, as I already mentioned, these mentors could be your future bosses. You might get some job. That's why it gets more than a lakh and a crore, because many of you, if you stay in touch with them for multiple years, they will see that you are consistent. They will see that you are learning. They will see your growth, and they will see your growth, because the kind of question you will ask, the maturity in which you will ask some question, you will ask some high level question, they will come to know that you understand the concept. They will come to know that you know how to self learn, you know how to, you are dedicated, or how you can bring results or outcomes. And let's say your first job is only 35,000, but after that also you are in touch with them, and there is an opening where the job has a very high salary, and maybe in few years, because of that compounding growth, you might end up getting job where the annual salary is beyond 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. And in many more years it can reach other heights. Okay, now this is possibility, this is imagination, this is creativity, and there's no guarantee here, but there is a path that you can follow up during your career, and you can make this happen. Okay, so that is what remarkable is about. Opportunity don't have doesn't happen, you create them, you create opportunities. I'm creating an opportunity here right now while creating this. Like people have no idea about their career. I've created something that using which they can get idea about that creator, right? So now instead of getting advice from one person, they can get advice from 240 people. It's an opportunity created, and that can be magic happen. People end up hiring people who reach out to them in a non salesy way, and this opportunity is right here. And you go in with the intention of learning, being curious and all. The third promise that I gave you is the skills. So what skills you will learn now? This skills not you will learn today. These skills you will learn if you apply this whole system of finding mentors on LinkedIn. Firstly, we learn about LinkedIn networking. That's very crucial. This can be applied for other things also. Tomorrow you want to find jobs, find it. You want to find clients, you can find it. You want to find any senior members, anybody. You can do that using LinkedIn networking. Doing it very human. Communication. You will learn written communication by messaging, spoken communication. If you're talking on the phone, listening communication, right? You're listening by learning, by listening to their advice and implementing it. Okay. Third is cold calling. The whole finding a mentor was cold calling, right? You're reaching out to a stranger and getting that's the thing you will learn. Industry research. I told you the terminology. You'll learn about terms. You'll learn about different certification that is available. Learn about different role names. You were never aware about it. I mean, I'm not sure how many of you are aware about performance marketing, right? So you learn about some industry. You will learn about a particular industry. You can go deeper. The last one is very important, especially in the current generation. There is a term that is going on is people have certificate but they don't have job because they're not job ready. One of the reasons that I've seen that the level of confidence is very low. If I ask 10 graduates to stand on a stage and talk on any topic, they will be afraid because they don't have a sense of confidence. Now this exercise will help you talk to strangers. This will teach you to improve your confidence by asking for help. It will also increase your confidence because you take action on step and you will find result. That will automatically increase your confidence, right? Like for example, you thought like you cannot talk to stranger and you apply this. You spend the whole 250 hours. You reach out to thousands of people, and even if you end up talking one or two people, it will burst your myth that you cannot talk to a stranger. You can talk to, and sometimes only one person is good enough for landing you on a better job or helping you and advice with your career or giving you access to some scholarship, some grant, some space in non-profit organization where you can do some internship, some learning work or anything it's possible. So that increases. So these are the 5 skill at least that you will, if you complete this whole exercise, put in your effort of 250 hours, most of it is almost guaranteed. Okay. I cannot claim anything, right? It depends on individual to individual, but I'm pretty confident that where you are currently, you will be a much better person after applying these skills. And the most important thing is if you learn the skills, nobody can take these skills away, right? I am giving a presentation on a topic that I have no idea about. I don't know much about commerce, but I still managed to create this presentation deck, record this video, explain this step by step to whoever is watching to it, connect to the people who have asked me for advice and deliver it in an audio visual format. I can put this in on YouTube. And as long as the time stays online, it will be useful for anybody who's watching it. So this is a skill. I can create a presentation on a topic which I think I can put a perspective, and I'm confident that if I can deliver a value, I can create it in 6 hours or so. So that's a skill nobody can take away from me. So similarly, once you know the skill of reaching out to strangers via LinkedIn, nobody can take it away from. That's a very valuable skills to have. So at least completing this will get you that skill. Now the next action step, 80% of you may not understand anything from this talk. That's completely fine. Watch it 10 more times. Now you don't have to trust me. You don't have to take a word from me. Now consider that your hourly rate is currently 0, but let's say it is 100. If you watch this for 10 times, that would be approximately 1000 rupees to invest on yourself. Okay. Watch it 10 times. And then in the comment, let me know after watching it for 10 times, did you understood something better or not? And every time take the action step. That is very important because once you practice it 10 times, do the search, talk to new, send it to new 5 friends, put a comment, uh, take all the bonus steps. There are some action steps coming right now after this also to do that. So you do all the action step 10 times. Okay, show the proof of work. Connect with me on Vikram if you did all the action steps. So even if you do that, and don't ask for my help yet. Okay, you tell me that I'm going to commit it to me, right? Find an accountability buddy, create a chart, take a photo of that chart, put it on your status on WhatsApp. Tell people that you are embracing this journey or trying this out. Not sure you'll pass or fail. But if you do this for 10 times, watch this for 10 times, then you tell me that the first time when you watched it and the 10th time, what difference it will. You will see the difference. This is coming from someone who has practiced difficult concept and tried things which people thought that is not possible, and I have made that possible. It's not because I'm a genius or I'm a different person. It's only thing is that the people who say no, they are unaware about the things that others can see or that is possible to happen, right? So I would invite you to watch this. If you are the one who have got no clue of what is going on, watch this 10 more times and repeat all those steps. And let me know if it still didn't make any difference. Let me know. I will hop on with you for a 10-minute phone call and try to understand which part you didn't get better. Maybe the presentation was so bad that nobody understood. Uh, but my guess is I've been doing this for quite a bit time. It's not possible, but even if it is the slightest part, I will learn from you, and maybe I will do a second version of this presentation where I will answer those questions, or maybe a follow up of this presentation where I can answer those questions. But don't come to me without watching it 10 more times. All right. Oops. Right. So now this is for the 2%. So the 80% who will not understand that for the 2%. If you are not in that 2%, don't worry. Just go through what I'm listening. Don't think much about it. The 2% want to double the impact. Who says like, no, I don't want to earn one more, like I want to earn two more, like maybe three more, like at the start only. Then maybe add 1 more hour per day. So instead of investing 1 hour a day, do 2 hour a day. By commenting on, so you can also, because the connection request is limited, you can request for people to connect by commenting on their post. Find the people if their portal is for, put the same message on that and comment, and people might send their phone number, or people might maybe you can give your phone number and they can reach out to you or something like that. So in commenting you can do that. There is also LinkedIn group where you can message them without connecting. So there is an option. You can Google about it and learn more about it. Once you're part of a group, there is an option of message directly. You can message it. You don't have to be connection. You can take leverage of. There is also limitation that, but it is on top of your daily connection. There are some open LinkedIn profile. If you go to contact, I'll quickly show you. So if you go for contact information here, I will not click. Otherwise, the person's information will be open. So you click on it. Some people open have their email open on their open. You click on it, you find their email. So you can send them email with the subject line. Request for career advice. Okay. Or maybe very specific. Make it personalized to their something I saw, or your recent profile. I saw you. Your recent profile is so and so. Can I request? Or maybe a simple one is quick question and question mark and send the email with the subject, and body will be the same what the message is. That's one option, email. Some people also keep their phone number on the contact information, so you can WhatsApp them or SMS them. So these are the other ways. So basically what I instead of having a cap of reaching out to 100 people, you are reaching out to 200, 300 people a week. And so instead of having in 1 year 240 mentors, you have 1000 mentors. So at least once you have 1000 mentors, your option changes, your opportunity quadruples, and that can open some gates. So that's, if you want to double your impact, you can do that. This is only for the 2% who kind of get it or understand what's going on here. I want to put this. So I want you to go on your WhatsApp status, take action on this video, and put this address, this link as well of this video, so that you broadcast it to the people. If you are someone who doesn't have a mobile phone, put this on your parents' mobile phone. Yeah, I will yeah, tell them like you can. And if you are super dedicated, take a video and put that video. Tell that I'm going to find mentors. I'm going taking this system of finding mentors on LinkedIn, and I'm going to invest daily 1 hour to do the steps that have been taken. And see, we are not spamming everyone, anyone. We're doing enough research before we are reaching out. And people who are saying no, we are not bothering them or harassing them. Or anyways, once you send a message, they will reject you, ignore you, block you anyway. So you are not reaching out, and you've been very curious and learning more. This is an action step I want you to take. No, thank you. That's about it. That's would have been my approach to find answers to the question of career for myself. If you still have any questions, you can ask me on Twitter. This is my Twitter link. You can search for Vikram Shetty C. But you have to show me the proof that you have taken all the action step. That the proof, the way you show the proof is take all the screenshots of your status and everything, and when you pay like put a tweet on it. I'll show you how to do that. And when you tweet me, put that information of all your efforts. You can, if there are numbers, you can erase them and all, and show that you have done the work, and ask your question, and I will reply to it. For people who have been doing it for 3 or 4 months, I will also spend 10 minutes. So, but it will not happen. So that means 3 or 4 months you have been constantly keeping me posted every month and tagging me and telling me what the progress is. So access to me will be given afterwards. That only. Definitely will DM me on Twitter, and I'll exchange my phone number. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this. If you have found this useful, leave a like on the video. I'll quickly show you. So this is my Twitter. So you will see something like this. This is my photo. You'll see all this. So once you do a post, you can do a post and hi. So right. So Vikram Shetty. So once you do that, you can tag me, and you can upload all your evidences by uploading the video. My question is, or you can ask question, and I can reply. Will reply to your tweets. Don't worry. I don't get much tweets, so after hours, I will be more than happy to reply to most of your tweet. This was a long video, and again, I leave you with my Twitter account. I hope this was useful. If you have found this useful, please tweet me and tell me if it is useful to you or not. Leave a comment on the video also. I can come to know from there as well. Thank you very much for watching. All the best in finding your mentors and finding some answers.